All right, so here we go. This beautiful horror show is my latest Karrthus deck. It's made of horror and pain. So as you can see here, got 2 mana blue opponents, and I'm just not drawing any action, but I had the greater good, so I kept it. Well, it happens to go real mean real fast. Because once I have greater good out, I just start going real mean. And there's no way for my opponent to come back from this point. Like, the entire deck just goes the fuck off. Currently I'm threatening just absolute annihilation whenever I need to, which generally keeps them off my back. They're just going to save me for last. Since I'm not presenting a giant board state, they're going to just avoid me. And greater good just lets me draw asinine numbers of cards at a pretty good rate. I mean, once it gets going, it just begins rolling downhill. So I keep using greater good to cycle through, get more things in my graveyard, hoping to draw Living Death, Praetor's freaking Grasp, anything of that nature. Just anything that gets me the target I need. And the more this goes along, the more I realize that if I actually get this off, I'm going to need haste, so I start digging for Kolaghan. Cream of the Crop is digging per power. Got greater good drawing per power. I'm just cycling the entire library at a phenomenal pace. Whereas everyone is in the 70s and 80s, including the blue decks, I've got 69 cards in my library left. And I just... They threaten lethal once or twice, but they never hit me. Because they were too busy dealing with each other. When in reality, they should have killed me at all points here. But there's no real threat there. At least none they see. And I just keep dumping more and more into the graveyard. Finally, I got Kolaghan in hand, and I know I can just win. So they just start trying to he starts trying to combo off. He's just building this giant armada of creatures. Eventually he makes attacking basically impossible. Well, for anyone who's not flying. aka not me. He's got Brigand's Zendikar Resurgent. He's going off, but not fast enough. And next turn, he's going to deal with a freaking Storm Surge Leviathan and won't be able to attack. Sorry about that. Anyway, so it just gets going. I put the trigger on the stack. Drop Kolaghan out because he just ruins lives. And now we wait, because Kolaghan provides a really good blocker. At least until Stormtide exists. After Stormtide, I don't have an answer for a while. But just decide not to attack. I want the blocker. Don't want to piss anyone off quite yet. So, he's got to pay shit tons of mana because Penumbral Mist is out, and that's basically it's basically Tabernacle except on an enchantment. So he pays it all off, and then just boom, drops the Stormtide, causing everyone to be unable to attack, or at least so it seems. So I'm feeling really secure right about now. Got the second biggest creature on the board. I can still swing through. And I just assume the allied player isn't going to be able to do anything. I was wrong, but, well, we'll see. So the allied player just plays everything he can, gets a billion triggers. Because he has the largest board state and has to pay all his mana into it. Luckily, he has a Hairbuzz Druid. So, once he's paid off, we all assume he's just going to play some creatures, let us move on with our lives, because, well, he can't attack, right? Well, he's now got triple mana, which is adorable. I decided to sacrifice Kolaghan because I didn't expect to get bitch slapped. And then he catches us with our pants down. Well, okay, after his general. Because he goes out and fetches a Seascape Aerialist. They're all flyers. He's threatening lethal against me right now. I have no responses on board. But luckily for me, he decides to go after the guy who's putting out the fucking Leviathans. And ignore the possibly lethal dragon deck. This guy's tapping out, going to town. And finally, just wait. He doesn't leave up enough counter mana. So I'm thinking my Living Death might go off. But just in case I'm wrong, I'm going to bait it out with the Dragon Tempest. Because most people read that card and fucking annihilate it before they freaking, have to deal with it. And worst comes to worst, he counters it, and I just do a Broodmate later. But right now, his life's gonna get suck. What happened was I played the Dragon Tempest. Oh. Apparently I didn't catch the end of it. I played the Dragon Tempest, did Living Death, literally just trigger kill everyone. But yeah, that was the game. Good first step.